because your work is usually very stressful. You know that. And oftentimes, nobody gives you a pat on the back. So once you have an opportunity like this, I also want us to enjoy ourselves. Beyond the work, let's enjoy ourselves. Now, I've been looking at your faces. So, and this is the closing session for today. And I want to be sure that whatever is going through your mind, you are able to come to some form of a closure. So I'll just start from very quickly from the person at the very last on the lifetime, just quickly. Now, there are certain things I will say, but once you begin to speak, I want you to tell me what's on your mind there, what's your major concern? You know, because some of you, I still see concerns on your faces. Now, you've been, especially those persons who have been inside facility. Is there anybody here who has never worked inside a facility, inside a custodial center? Is there anybody, all of us in one time or the other have been inside, isn't it? So it's possible, and you have come in contact with faith-based organizations, religious organizations, whether they are Christians, whether they are Muslims. So if I ask, what's your major impression about them? You know, you can also connect, yeah? Hello? Yes. You can also connect. So I want you to have that at the back of your mind. But as I ask you, you just tell me what it is that is coming to your mind, whether it's the image of the faith-based organizations that you know, or something that has happened, or you have heard here, or you are thinking about, or you are trying to understand even as you deal with it. So very quickly, because I want us to have a closure. Now start from the yes, quickly. What's on your mind? Tell me.
What's in my mind?
Yes.
What is in my mind is we still have a lot to do.
We still have a lot to do. Next, please. What's on your mind?
Like she said, the main problem we are having is prison congestion.
So your major problem is that the country is prison congestion. So that's what we should be talking about. Yes.
Are they really remorseful?
Ma'am?
Are they really remorseful?
Are the inmates remorseful? So what are we calling? Next.
Awareness.
Awareness for?
Awareness for us. Okay, enlightenment and awareness. Enlightenment for me, based on the notion I have before compared to what I've gotten today, and then awareness for how to do a better job and to create for awareness for the inmates.
So there's still quite some, but definitely I sense that you have gained some things that you didn't know before.
Yes.
But then there's still more you would like to know. There's still more you think the inmates should be told. Yes?
Yes.
See, I'm processing what you're saying.
We like this organization to work on the stigmatization.
The issue is stigmatization, and this stigmatization, I'm sure you are thinking of the people outside, but I also know that mistake is also stigmatization even among the people who are sitting inside here. Next.
Boss. Oh, my mind is that. We've been trying as per performance of the job. But
This is not bedroom Morgan.
But by virtue of this workshop, we still need to do more.
Yes, the correctional service have been trying, but from what you learned here, it looks like there's still more work. Yes.
What is on my mind is that we need more about the aftercare of the inmates outside there, after they are outside.
So the major focus is that we should be talking about what will happen outside there. And so that's where we're going.
My major concern is the appreciation of skill. The Oshopey need to empower them so that they will not go back.
This one we are talking long English. Skills, they need to be trained on this so that when they go out, they don't come back. Yes?
My major concern is helping them to believe in themselves. Like most of them don't have, they don't have hopelessness. Okay. I think that is one of them.
So do you think that what you have done here can be able to help you do that? Okay, so that the major thing is that we need to work with the inmates to have a sense of hope. So this issue of hopelessness is a big problem. Yes, quickly.
We should improve on our spiritual and religious activities.
That this thing about officers, that they need to think of how to increase your activities, both spiritual and other activities with the inmates. All right? Yes, sir, ma'am.
After
The prison officers, correctional officers should do follow-up after the jail time, and we should be thinking about that. Yes, ma'am.
Mine is that when we are doing the admission for those of them that will stay with us, more than that, we should try to get closer to them, to do some questioning forum, to know their background and the way out, not religion. Because most of them, as we have been taught here, that they are dejected. We should create positive thinking to them.
You see, Mommy, Iyabo, Omoyebe, everything you said is correct, except one thing. Should I tell you the one that is not correct? You said if it's like they are 2 months, even if it's one day they are going to stay with you, you should please delete that if it is 2 months. Every other thing she said, take any, even if it's 1 second, find ways of engaging. Let's clap for her. I want to go to you. Is that what is in your mind now? Yeah, okay. So, no matter the fact that the issue about prison or when they detain people in custody is about keeping them there, because that's actually what they were brought them there. But it's supposed to be more than that, to have them to change their minds. Okay. Yes, sir.
For me, from my interactions with them, feedback, aftercare, what next? What should they fall back to? That's what I usually ask. What will they do when they go outside?
What will they do when they go out? Because if you talk about the English show, if there's nothing they will do when they go out, there's still going to be problem. Yes?
We ensure that they engage as they are going out, so that their mind will be busy. Because when we create that gap for them not to have something, so it will make them to go back.
Okay.
So we should ensure that they are responding.
That will help them when they go out.
Yes.
Tell me the different perspective.
On this project,
Continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me say this. The other so that it's not as if I'll come back to say so whatever I can. But let me just see her question. She said, will this thing continue? That's what she wants to know. Now let me just imagine. Even if they decide now to stop it. Let's say now. Have that not been enough investment, even in your name? Why would somebody marry for you and you want the person to come and sleep with your wife? It's a issue of personal what? Ownership. So, yes, you've heard the lectures. Yes, they are not saying they are going away. But I want you to have a mindset that you must be invested in this too. Let them want to go, but you are there. So what I want, before the others finish, be thinking of what it is you will do, in case they want to do after today.
Actually, you have said what I want to say, because now this program is an eye-opener, and it has really made me to have more feelings for these people and start thinking how I can be of help even when they come out. You know, how we can work on ourselves so that we'll not be the one condemning them outside. We'll also be able to encourage them even when they go into one business or the other. I know that you say, that guy, you know, is an inmate. I know him at so this thing.
Did you hear what she said? Yes. She's a very truthful woman. She tells the truth. Did you hear what she said? Yes. She had openly agreed that all or many or some of you, I didn't say some, how do you know that it's some? Did you do any research? That some of you, this stigmatization you're talking, even here. But it's true. Even their mama and their papa, same thing. Go ahead, my sister. And I know you.
In fact, as if she read my mind, it's 2 ways. I've always said this kind of thing each time I attend workshops like this. Apart from training us here, the policy of the nation is not really helping matters when it comes to, for example, employment. Now, how many of us want to give our daughter to marry to prison?
Sit down. Did you hear that prisoner that married the staff? Did you hear that story?
Percentage.
Okay, he's talking about percentage. But how many of the staff will also marry prisoners or ex-inmates? Don't answer me. Just write it and answer on it. We'll come back, but the point she's making is valid, yes?
Yeah, 2 things comes to my mind.
They're making noise, so. Yes.
2 things comes to my mind. The implementation of the knowledge gained here, how best I can implement it effectively. And then secondly, I just noticed that I really need to have patience as a virtue in order to achieve that cognitive therapy. Because many a times we have driving forces and we have restraining forces. So if I don't get to identify that, it will make it difficult. So I put it.
There are 2 questions I want to ask you, actually 3. The first question is, what did you study in the school? Answer.
My first degree was microbiology, second public administration.
Second, public administration.
Yes.
Second question, how long have you been in the service?
I've been in the service for 9 years, thereabouts.
9 years. The third question, how come you are interested in this job? Because I sense you are very interested in it.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the job because I have passions to help for the inmates.
Except that you read microbiology. I'll come back, but that's very good. It's a good spirit. I'll come back to the processing. Yes, ma'am.
My perspective is
Are you making noise, ma'am? Okay. Are you hearing her? The noise is coming from my side. Did I know who's inside this place? Okay.
My perspective is life after imprisonment. What next?
Life after imprisonment. What next? What next? What next? A journey of 1,000 miles starts with 1 step. And that 1 step is inside the prison custodial center with you. So the journey of the life after starts with you inside. That's exactly what it means. That's one. Oga is touching phone. Oga, as you touch that phone, we will set that phone, use the money to complete this assignment and be given.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for this program. As for me, prisoners' journey, STP, they are not new to me. So, and this program, in fact, when we had our own group here, it's like some people were hearing it for the first time. So,
are you you've heard it before? So anybody who is here who have heard about this program before, please raise up your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 of you have an assignment. No, it's a good assignment. Huh? Okay, so if I finish, I'll go. Oh, please, can you raise up that hand again? Please, can you come and collect their name? Just keep your hand up. Somebody will take your name and number. So go ahead to finish, but she will just take this 9 books. Just keep so that when she's coming, she sees you. Okay, go ahead.
This program, it helps infuse these learnings, these teachings into the inmates. And that will enable us to be able to locate especially the faith-based institutions, to actually help these inmates, especially when they go out.
I want to understand. What you say is not the first time you're hearing it.
Yes.
So what you want is how the faith-based can help you sort them out when they go out.
That is, if most of us here and even others will know about this program.
Okay, but you that have known this, you know, are you still in the yard?
I'm still in the yard.
Now, you know that it's easy to know how many faith-based organization comes to you.
Yes, as a welfare officer.
Okay, good. So I'll come back to you, sir. Yes, sir. You want to give me the phone, sir?
No.
Okay. No.
So my own opinion, people have been saying it, there is still more enlightenment for the Christian organization, the religious body that are coming to prison, that they should not take it ends there by providing provisions, toiletry for them. There is still, because in order to reduce recidivist, there is need to involve in reintegration after they are discharged, so that they will have rest of mind. Moreover, they have been dealing with them when they are in custody. So, because that stigma is still there.
Please raise up your hand so you can see those who have heard before. You put your name, your station, and your phone number. Yes.
So that stigma is still there when they come to the society. It is those people that have been nurturing them, training them, feeding them, when they come outside that can integrate them into the society.
Okay, thank you.
Seriously, this program open our eyes.
Open your eyes. You cannot know what happened to other people's eyes.
Open my eyes.
Good.
Your eyes.
Yes, because if you go back to our facility, we will know how to live with them. Seriously.
Please, can you clap for her? She added seriously. What's the name of your custodian center?
Badagry.
Please watch Badagry in the next month. Something is going to happen because she had added seriously at the back. Okay, yes, sir.
We need to be up and doing.
Huh?
We need to be up and doing.
Who is the we now? Who is the we? I and the rest of us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, say I. Say
I. So we need to be.
And these other people. Yes. Let's clap for him because he has accepted to be up and doing. 1, 2, go. I didn't forget you.
Introduction of this prisoner's journey, we see is going to really play a role in modifying inmates' behavior. And we staff, we have another role to play to practice humane treatment. You know, when we practice this humane treatment, we get to understand this behavior of inmates. We get to understand this particular journey, the prisoner's journey, that is really going to take the service forward.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bottom pot. Bottom pot. You know what happens at the bottom pot?
Yes.
What is it? Is it sweetest?
It's the sweetest.
Well, tell us.
I'm very happy to hear about the prisoner's journey. We have a lot as a staff of correctional centers. In fact, you know, I didn't want to talk about issues. This was hard years. It's not everything that you see.
So what's on your mind? You know that's my
What
question.
is in my mind anyway is that we should do our best.
What is the name of your correctional center? Okay. All right. You are battling with overcrowding and the rest of them. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. So I'll tell you a reflection of what I heard from you. So clearly there is an acknowledgement. There is still a lot of work to be done. There is an acknowledgement that there is a lot of commitment, a lot of activities that need to be done by you, correctional officers. There is an acknowledgement there is a need to build more bridges by encouraging people to be more aware about this, including inmates, including the society. There is a recognition that whilst we are looking at this, we should also consider other issues relating to overcrowding, issues relating to real provision of support towards the resettlement or reintegration of these inmates. There is recognition that this needs to be fully embedded. There is also the recognition that even if it's 1 day, not just 2 months, That they come, that you must be able to think of what it is that you need to do. There is the recognition that work, what can give them pay, what can give them employment, what can help them settle in the community is very key, and we should not gloss over it. So there's still a lot of quest for knowledge. There is an acknowledgement there is still a lot you have not yet known. But what is important is that you see this as a good beginning. And you see this yourself as the shining lights. Do you see yourself as the shining lights? Yes. Now stand up if you do. I want to teach you a song and we will sing that song. And I usually sing this song when I'm very happy. You may have heard it up before, but it talks about what light can do. No matter how dark a place is, when there is light, that light will ensure that the darkness will not comprehend it. So it talks about this little light of mine. And you will let it what? Shine. So you are the little lights. I started this morning by reminding you that you're special whether you know it or not. Somebody who put down your name believe that there is a value in having you in this room. So I want you to understand that so that you can quicken your spirit mind to understand more of what you need to do. So, have everybody who have the 9 persons, have you gotten the names of the 9 persons? Yes? Please, the names of the 9 persons who have heard about this program before, I want us to note it. Those 9 persons, I would just want you to indicate what it is that you've known about it. Just write it and maybe you can. What time are they coming tomorrow morning?
8:45.
So I'm going to, the person, who should they submit this to? So you submit it at the table when you come in the morning, yeah? So you are going to state what is it that you know about them. But before there was a question I asked before we start. I said, what is the information you know about faith-based organization? Can I have 3 people tell me? What's your knowledge? What do you think? How do you describe? What kind of people are they in terms of the value or no value that they give you in your facilities? Yes, ma'am.
These are the institutions who believe that through spirituality, inmates could be reformed.
Yeah, but have you been seeing that in your yard? Yes. Have they been helpful in the yard for you?
Yes.
Okay, any other person? Yes, ma'am. What have they been doing for you?
Through guiding and counseling.
So they are providing that.
Exactly.
Okay. Is there any other person? What is it? And you see that? All right. And are there good things, those things you are seeing? Yes. You know, when something is good, it's not good that thing continues.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Who has a very good voice? This little candle light of mine.
Ma'am.
Yes.
You only base your looking on Lagos. You didn't see your one on the state. You didn't see your...
Did I ask whether people are from Lagos or not?
No, but those that say those are talking are just from Lagos State.
You see what is going on. When I ask people to raise up hand, did I say only Lagos raise up hand? Okay, Ogun State, if you believe, raise up your hand.
We have quite a number of activities that we spelled out. We have what we call the counseling. Now the counseling is at the point we know the need of the inmates, we begin to counsel them spiritually or based on morality and find the reason why they need to embrace the program. Now as we also have literacy and numeracy competition. It's very important. We noticed that when there is a competition, health competition within individual, that helps us to, it pushes our drive to carry out activities.
He's not a okay, tell me. I didn't be happy.
They're not faith this for the first time.
If you don't hear tell the video, what any person, any religious, that is another name for those churches and those ones that are coming to. Who was ready to sing that song? 1, 2, go. Oh yeah, this little light of mine.
Shine.
big amen. Amen. May God help you to make your light shine. And may the impact of that light shining change lives, touch life, transform the nation for the good of all of us. This I continually ask for. And I say a big amen.
We have quite a number of activities that we spelled out. We have what we call the counseling. Now the counseling is at the point we know the need of the inmates, we begin to counsel them spiritually or based on morality, and the reason why they need to embrace the program. Now, as we also have literacy and numeracy competition. It's very important. We noticed that when there is a competition, health competition within individual, that helps us to, it pushes our drive to carry out